of course, growing up where I grew up, learning how to fight was essential. So there was that one part of that necessity and need to learn how to defend myself, stopping, I didn't want to be bullied anymore. I didn't want to get beaten up. I had to have routes to get home from school safely because I used to walk home and get pounced by other kids and stuff. I wanted that to stop. So there's that one side of, I need to learn how to fight because I don't want this to happen anymore. That's the one side. That just, for a while there, overtook my life. Then I went to the military. I did compulsory military service, and then was the hand-to-hand combat instructor for my unit. Went into bouncing for 8 years, so worked as a doorman. So I did all those kinds of things. So it really overtook my life. But if I'm honest with myself and I look back, when I was about 6 years old, that wasn't really the attraction for me. I remember watching my kind of the first martial art kung fu movies on the reel, because back then I didn't have DVDs and stuff, right? And you would get this kind of weak, unassuming person that would come in, and through training martial arts, he would not only physically develop his body, but become a good guy, come back and beat up the baddies and get the girl of his dreams, So that was the thing. So the live performance aspect, if I'm honest with myself, was always the draw card. I just forgot it. It's like a lost path, And it took a long time for me to come back and find the path again. But you see, because that's another thing, is that one of the things I always say is that environment informs behavior. Growing up, the environment was a negative, aggressive kind of environment, and if you didn't put up your hands and were willing to fight, then you're going to be picked on all the time. So then you just get bullied incessantly. So I learned how to fight. But I would argue that, because a lot of people will say, maybe had you not gone through those experiences, you wouldn't be where you are, almost as a way of saying, well, maybe other people should go through that experience. I would say that that's not true, is that we now coach people who will never go through those experiences. They get the skills that I had, but they also get the mental and emotional skills, and they get it far quicker. So right now, what would take me, say, 6 months to get a person to, when I was kind of still learning, it probably would have taken me 3 years, So in actual fact, those kinds of environments wasn't conducive for performance anyway. We can get people to a much higher performance level a lot quicker now, much quicker, and we can make a positive change in their life.